So what drew me to the Tacoma, first and foremost, is I think the looks of the truck are awesome. I love the looks. It's not a compact, it's not a full size. It kind of fits in between the two. Very dependable. The towing is pretty good on it too, and is very comfortable to drive. It gets in and out of tight spots, no problem. On the trails, you can go a lot of places that full-size trucks can't go. It's lightweight considering the size, and it does great for overlanding. I'm Richard, and this is my 2017 Tacoma TRD Off-Road. I've owned a 2011 TRD Off-Road Access Cab, 2015 TRD Off-Road Double Cab. They're all four-wheel drive, and then the third generation, as you see here. I currently drive this Tacoma, a 2004 Wrangler TJ, and I also have a 2019 GMC Savannah cargo van that's been converted to four-wheel drive, which you'll see on some of Mike's videos here pretty soon. So the Tacoma is my everyday driver. It's the most reliable out of all the vehicles I own, the most comfortable to drive too. I do use the Tacoma for overlanding, and I use the van for overlanding. The Tacoma is more capable of getting out into the backcountry than the van. The van is bigger, more cumbersome. Got to take it a little bit more slow with that. The Wrangler, that one is more the difficult trails, the more technical trails that we go on. I'm a lot more comfortable using the Wrangler for that. It takes those trails a lot easier than the Tacoma. The Tacoma probably could do it, but I don't want to beat it up pretty bad getting to those trails. So the Tacoma has the Ironman 4x4 Pro Stage 2 foam cell suspension in it. It's got the forged aluminum upper control arms. It's a 3-inch lift in the front. I got about 3.5 in the back with the heavy-duty 440-pound constant load leaf springs, and it's about 3.5-inch lift in the rear. So after putting the Ironman 4x4 lift on the truck and the suspension and the springs and all my gear and everything, the truck actually drives pretty good. I believe it's a little bit better than stock, where it's not leaning into the turns, it's not diving on the braking. As far as the bumps and the potholes on the road, you could take them normally and you feel it. You don't get the harshness of some of these lift kits that you put on. So the wheels I have on the truck, the 16x8 zero offset Raceline Defender. The tires are a Nexen Mud Terrain MTX. They're a 285, 75, 16-inch. So they're a 33-inch tire. The tires do great on the road. They're semi-quiet. They're a little bit noisy. I mean, they're mud tires, so. Off-road, they do great. They are a soft tire, so if you go on volcanic rock, they'll chew them up pretty good. But yeah, they do pretty good off-road. So the Tacoma has the body armor 4x4 bumper. It's got the 9,500-pound Ironman 4x4 winch with synthetic rope. It also has the Ironman light bar mounted inside the bumper. Some of the other modifications I have done to the Tacoma TRD Off-Road is I put the Pro hood on, or Sport hood. I got that directly from the factory. Had it painted to match the truck. I also bought the Pro grill, like most everybody does. I also have the Prinzu cab rack. I did have a canopy on the truck, and I had a Prinzu topper rack on that. I sold the canopy basically because it was just too high for the rooftop tent to sit up there, and trying to get through some of these trails that are tighter, it just wasn't working out. I switched over to the KV Voodoo bed rail rack and mounted the FSR High Country 55 series rooftop tent on that. Which seems to be working a lot better. It keeps the center of gravity a little bit lower and keeps I can go through the trails a little bit easier. I also have the FSR 56-inch awning. It's on the passenger side, the same side that the tent opens up on. The tent itself is a 55 series High Country tri-layer tent. It opens out on the passenger side as well. Side steps are made by Infab, and they're just kind of a cheap tube step to help me get up in the truck. I installed I think it's 1,000-pound rated bed slide in the bed of the truck so that I could pull the totes and everything out, camp gear out, without having to crawl in the back of the bed. The only other modification I'm really considering in the near future for the truck is a higher rated front spring, and possibly replacing the Infab tube steps with an actual slider. But other than that, I'm pretty well done with the truck. It's good. Driving the Tacoma off-road is actually, it's pretty comfortable. The independent front suspension, the Ironman suspension makes it nice. I would put the Tacoma in the same category as the Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, the JK. I have not driven the JL, so I don't know about that, but for size and the capabilities, it's pretty close to that. It's comfortable. It does pretty good off-road as well as on-road, whereas the Jeep is more off-road and not so good on-road. The truck just does great both on and off. It goes up hills with no problems. Tight spots. I do plan on keeping this truck for quite a while. I don't see myself selling the truck. I do go through a few vehicles here and there, but I think this is the one I'll be keeping.